walked through the door, pops open into, an antechamber with some benches along the wall. There is a really heavy secure door on the other side, and there is a small older woman sitting, at a table there, a little desk. And, she sees you as you come in, and she lifts her head and she goes, "Oh, I'm seeing Jenna Bacon, Delbert Galen. Is that correct?"
It is.
I was told that we might be expecting you today. You're here to see poor Paulinus, are you not?
Yes.
We are.
Very good. Tell you what, I'm going to take you into the viewing room, and they're going to bring him in and secure him. Then I'll take you into the main room where you can sit down and meet with him, okay?
Very well.
All right, and so she stands up and she's got this big old ring of keys and she walks forward to the door and she opens the door and she swings the door open and it's fortified, heavy door. All right. It doesn't have a bar across it, but you can see where the latches are on either side of the door that she could drop a bar into it, and there's a bar right there. And she's a little gal, but she seems real fit, spry. So she opens the door, and there's this corridor. All right, and you can see that there's a set of spiral staircases going up and down at the end of this little corridor, and off on your left and on your right, there's additional doors. And she walks to a door and she opens it up and swings it, and steps in, and there's a series of wood chairs and stools, and then there is a series of bars, real heavy, thick bars that look out on a table, and the table's kind of nasty, beat up, and there's 3, 4 stools around it, and then there is um, a big, heavy, thick chair that looks like it's secured directly into the ground, right into the rock, and you can see bolts on the side of it, bolts into the ground, and it's rock solid, doesn't seem to have any flex in it. The joints are super, super, super tight. And she goes, I'll be right back to move you over. And she says, I'm not locking the door, so you know. If you do need to leave, just go and pound on the door there, and I'll let you out. But we won't worry about that right now. I'll explain more. And so she leaves. All right. And after about 10 minutes, and you guys go ahead and drop some perception checks. Just drop them right in the tower there. Penny,
Did she
you're
just almost safely?
Yes, she did. Uh, Jenna, you've got your heads down and you're taking notes, but Delbert and Penny definitely hear someone singing off in the distance. Oh, they bring me meat, they bring me meat, the sweet to eat, they bring me meat. Who do I see? Will they flee? And you hear this voice singing off in the background, all right? And you also hear, pretty thick Thonian accents, a couple men cursing, and they're definitely men, definitely heavy, thick voices. Come on, shut up, you, come on! And all of a sudden the door opens, and these two big, strapping, young Thonian men drag this bedraggled, ancient, beat-up looking half-elf into the room. All right, and they wrestle him over to the chair, and they sit him down, and one of them puts him in a headlock and pulls his hair back. All right, and the other one anchors him, right, and they wrap him in this big freaking net that ties his upper torso to the chair, and he struggles against it. And then they sit down and they put manacles on his ankles, bracing his legs up against the chair. All right, and they step back, and you can see
God, is he
that,
alive?
huh?
My God, is he alive?
Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
In the tower?
Yes, please. He is all right. That mark, that film over his eyes, is a mark of possession by the egg. So at some point, he has been possessed by the egg and discarded. The only time anybody is freed from possession by the egg is if the egg rejects them for some reason. In general, once the egg has taken someone over and begun to use them as a vessel for them, there's no coming back from that. And one could argue, based on how insane he seems, that really, even if it discards you, there's really no coming back from this either. But he rocks his head back and forth, and he looks out through the bars at you, and he says, "Come to play, come to play, come to play, idiot! Hey! Come, 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 come! You want to speak? I can tell." And the guys that brought him in, actually, he's one of them's got a bite on his hand. You know what I mean? He's struggled and pounded on them, and to their credit, they transported him using the force that was necessary, but they haven't beat him up. All right, they just moved him and accepted the risk that came with moving him. So, little old lady comes back in and she opens the door and she goes, "Would you like to speak to him from here, or would you like to go inside and sit down with him? I mean, he'll be more direct and he'll listen to you if you come inside. If you hide behind the bars, he's probably going to be pretty nonsensical, but he's got to feel like he can see you and understand you afore he'll speak to you. I've seen this before as he's been working with some of the professors and such here."
Oh, well, if I'm going to do the best research in the room, clearly I have to enter the room. Who's coming with me?
Jen, inspiration, do it.
I, I'm gonna stay outside because yeah, he's crazy.
All right, so Penny wants no part of this. Jenna gets up and goes. How is Delbert approaching this?
Yes, I better go in.
All right, so Delbert stands up and walks in. And he goes, "Ooh, they come in all sizes, the sweet, tasty treats. Oh, I'll sing you a song all day long. What would you like to know?" And
So, observationally speaking, how many things can I roll to figure out, just from visuals, what's happened to him, anything about him?
um, first of all, you may both make intuition checks now that you're in the room with him. And it stinks in here. All right? It smells like open wounds and feces. He's repulsive, Jen. Repulsive. Yeah, he's a little bit disconcerting. Both of you are like, he's nuts. All right. Now, go ahead and make a medicine check. Both of you may. And please drop your. Oh, 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 nah, 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 nah. Oh, clearly, this individual was suffering from post-traumatic possession disorder. All right. The necrotic tissue that's formed on his face and hands has come from his body's repulsion of whatever possessed him and has permanently scarred and damaged him. All right. He is stark raving mad because a piece of his brain has been ripped out. You're absolutely certain about this. As a matter of fact, you had just been reading about it, last semester. All right, in one of those extra painter classes where they talked about, you were just thinking about it in terms of just how to, extract essence to be distilled down and made as a reagent. But at the same time, you found out about possession. And this guy has had a chunk of his mind ripped out. And you're looking at what's left of a man. And you've rolled very well. This is a half elf. And also, from the timbre of his voice, you think he might have been a performer at some time. And he rocks. "You have come to play. The coot, the coot, the coot, he comes to share his bounty." Oh, yes, 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 yes. They
Would
have
you
set.
like to ask him questions, Delbert? I'll record notes.
What happened to you?
"I found my own true love," she sang to me. "She made my heart happy as can be." uh, can't you sing? Let's sing together. Sing with me.
I would be happy to sing with you, but you need to have like a chorus. Like most songs have an A B structure, and if you follow that, I would be happy to follow you and join in on the chorus.
Oh, will you marry me? You know music. Can you sing, please sing? You can repeat after me. The coot, the coot, the coot, and I sing. Okay? Could you do that? Oh, he comes to eat our souls. He will make us whole. Sing.
The coot, the coot, the coot.
I will talk to you now. You are one of them boring men folk if you won't sing with me. Can you sing? Please sing. Say, the coot, the coot, the coot.
Delbert, I think you have to sing a few notes and it makes him happy, and he'll be more forthcoming with the information we need.
The coot, the coot, the coot.
Oh, please make a perform check for me. All that training and elocution is outstanding. As a matter of fact, Delbert stands and he goes into recitation mode, all right, like he's in a formal debate. And he goes, the coot, the coot, the coot, and he projects, and it's crisp and it's clean, and he goes, oh, I have not had anyone who would sing with me. You will sing with me.
Ooh,
So,
can you do a verse where you talk about where you met the coot and your true love and all like that environ? Take us there.
ah, oh, deep down we go. And he shifts. Um, Anybody speak Abyssal?
Yes.
He says, he has asked and I have given. As he drinks from my spirit, I provide. He is the darkness. He knows. He has shattered the minds within and eats them to make himself whole. He gave me the gift of knowing all, and he took it! Ha, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot. When he comes to eat your soul, but he will make you whole.
Well, that was disturbing.
I and he says again in Abyssal, we fought down below. We fought. We had him. We thought we would encase him. We thought we would change him. We thought we had found all the broken minds, and the broken minds could be made whole. And he ripped us apart one by one and made us pieces of the greater meat. He hurt, but he made me whole. The coot, the coot, the coot. And of course, he's going into Abyssal and out of Abyssal, into Abyssal and out of Abyssal. And Jenna Bink, go ahead and make an intuition check. This is some crazy fucking shit. That's all you know. All right. I think, I think, I think. So I will sing again. I will sing. Into the dark we found the marks. We followed the stair that led nowhere. We walked through the wind into the cave. Within the cave we heard the waves. Within the waves we found the fish. Inside the fish we died. We died, we died, we died. Yes, yes. There is a thing inside your brain. There is a thing inside your brain. It's tasty and he eats it and he makes it out of flame. Look in the night, look in the dark. Wake him to make his mark. Then you will. I miss my mind. I miss it. It was mine once, but it's gone now. But worm food. You will be worm food.
I'm really beginning to think that this might be a dead end in research. I feel like it's one of those 100-page long papers where I've gotten to page like 61, and I'm really questioning whether this was worth my time.
Tick tock goes the clock, a time a gently running. When it's run, your time is done, and they will come calling.
Hey, Penny, do you have any experience with people like this?
Yeah, I've seen people lose their mind before, and it's usually pretty bad. They start speaking like nonsense and hurting people and themselves, which is what looks like's happening here. But yeah, good luck in there, guys. I'm sure it's real safe. Like,
I have a secret. I have a secret.
What's your secret?
It will make it for you out of your fears. Your darkness will be made flesh. The coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot.
Did he say that last in Abyssal or Common?
That was Abyssal. Go ahead,
Well,
Ned.
what was the secret?
I I will translate.
Well, that's just not very helpful.
I telling you all the best things 'cause you sing so well. What more do you need for me to be helpful?
Well, you've told us all the bad ways that, that egg was bad. Maybe you could tell us all the good things you did before you died.
He can't rub his forehead, but he can tell he wants to. There's spaces. I I sang. I gave my friends the gift of hope. I helped them fight the darkness when we found things that they did not understand. I had studied many things and I could see into them. And my mother, she was Kumasti, and she gave me a knowledge of things arcane that I was able to share with them. When they bled, I healed them. When they suffered, I brought music into their life and gave them gladness and the realm. It was for the realm. It was for that Kumasti and Dukrai and Thonian stand and dwarves, but we all stand together as equals. That is the gift that Blackmore has given us. That is the gift of Uther Pendragon, and I stood for. Shut up, Wham! The coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot.
Now, this is very interesting. This confirms my hypothesis that I made a few years back in a paper that I was writing that stated that bards generally are insufficient and ineffective in parties.
Uh, would you take inspiration, please?
Well, I think I'd like to get out of this room now.
I
Oh,
agree.
don't leave me with the voices. Talk to me more. Sing to me, please.
As Jenna Bink leaves, she will, hum something.
Go ahead and make a performance check. No, no, no. Go ahead and make a performance check. He, no, no. And you guys go out and close the door, correct?
Yeah.
What would you like to do next? Oh, be good. I needed a cup of tea to do that shit.
So I will write down all the things that he said in Abyssal before I lose track of any of them.
You got like a 20 intelligence, right? I'm not even gonna make a
Yeah.
check for that. You basically stop outside, turn, and look at Jenna Bink and say, "This is what he said." All right, and then she makes notes, and then you make notes. So, um, I need all of you to make, and it's your choice. All right, you can make a charisma, an intelligence, or a wisdom save.
Joy.
And Matt, you get advantage on this.
I
All
just put
right.
2 separate rolls in the tower.
Um, Jenna, you hear the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot. You can't stop humming it. And you know, Penny, you hear the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot, the coot. You just can't get that song out of your mind. And Delbert, that was incredibly unpleasant, but clearly he was insane and he'd been possessed, and it's just a matter of structured thought to purge yourself of his influence. Would the two of you please make notes on your character sheet that you have been exposed to the darkness once and failed your save?